How do you take your power back from food and from the scale if you're worried that making changes in your eating could have an impact on your relationship? That's what we're talking about today. Today's question is from a participant in the Missing Piece program, and it's a pretty common question. She's found a way of eating that's working for her, finally, and she's motivated to stick with it, but she's worried that her partner doesn't share her enthusiasm. Her situation right now is that she and her partner see each other on the weekends, and preparing food together and sharing meals is a big part of the relationship. So she's wondering if it's fair to her partner to move forward with a different way of eating that her partner doesn't share, and how should she talk to her partner about this? Let's break this down. In a relationship, we develop all sorts of routines and habitual ways of doing things that over time we stop even questioning. Now, this is particularly true when it comes to food. Food and mealtime can be a powerful place in relationships for a number of different reasons. But here's the thing. 99.9% of the time, the things that are important about these shared times of together with food have nothing to do with being together and spooning the identical thing into your mouths at the same time. If mealtime is important to you, then it's important to take a step back and get as clear as you can about why that is and what contributes to that. What do you and your partner love about mealtime? Is it the connection, the conversation, the experience of having everything else stop so you can focus on each other and feeding yourselves in ways that comfort you or taste good or feel good? What is it that you love about the experience? When you sit down to talk with your partner about changes you want to make with your eating, here's something to keep in mind. We create all sorts of stories in our head about what's going to happen in the world if we change something. And a lot of times what we create with our thoughts is so much more dramatic than what happens in real life. There are two things that are probably important for your partner to hear. One, well, it might be important to tell your partner you're going to make some changes in your eating. That might be logistically important. It's also important to let your partner know what isn't going to change. If there are things that you value about your shared meal experiences, think about what you can do to preserve those, no matter what it is that you're putting on your plate, and make sure you convey to your partner that preserving those things is something that you value. You know, I love it that we come together once a day and we are able to talk, share the details about what's happened in our day, and talk about what's going to happen tomorrow. And I want you to know that even though I'm going to be doing this XYZ food plan, what I value about our meals isn't going to change. And in fact, I want to focus on that even more. That's something that you can share. There is one more thing about food and relationships. There are situations where we use our relationship to prop up habits in a mutual kind of way. So there may be a situation where you and your partner are both using food as comfort or as a way to zone out. And the fact that you're both doing it and not talking about it allows both of you to continue the habit mindlessly. It is true that if one person makes a change, it can bring up emotions or awareness in the other partner, and they may not be in a place where they're loving that all that much. It's important to remember that you can only be responsible for the behaviors and the choices that you make. And there are two of them here. One is moving forward with your plan to take your power back from food and be the CEO of your wellness and your health and your life in a way that works for you. And the other is to be a clear communicator in your relationship about what you want to change for yourself and what's not going to change between the two of you. Adding that part in can make all the difference. If you found this tip helpful and if you want more tips and strategies, be sure to subscribe to this channel and be sure to go on over to toomuchonherplate.com where you can take a free Hidden Hungers quiz, find out what it is that's driving your overeating and what the next best action step is for you to take.